Alrighty, making our way to the dinghy dock. Today's big project is grocery store. And unfortunately, the two grocery stores in Fernandina Beach that are like a mile and a half, one's a mile and a half away and the other is 2 miles away. Both of those are closed for construction. So we have to go to the other side of the island, which is 6.5 miles away. And there's a whole section of road that's not very fun to ride a bike on. So let's go for a bike ride. All right, new bike trailer to replace the stolen one. $100 we didn't need to spend, but off we go. All right, we made it to the grocery store. So, division of labor. I take the empty cart to the grocery store, we fill it up, and then Liam rides it back to the dock, and Ryan goes through all of our pantry items and sends us a list. Oh, all right, in we go. Generic fun grocery store with a wine bar right inside the grocery store by the seafood section. All right, that was traumatic. On the one hand, I remember why I like to shop on like Tuesday or Wednesday mornings before lunch. And also, Liam's a little concerned that we're not going to be able to fit the $303.95 worth of groceries in the trailer, and I share that concern. Still, I mean, over $300? Crazy! Bigger trailer though. I think when we get to Provincetown, maybe. All right, after the craziest game of Tetris, we've got all the stuff in there and just a handful of bags for the 6.5 mile ride back to the dinghy dock. Ooh, but I'm tired. So we're gonna stop, have a soda and a banana before we go. So Liam's starting off, and we had 4 bags that needed to be carried. So we put the lightest ones on, but he took the basil plant and like some regular food, and I got flamin' hot Cheetos and Doritos. So anyone watching us ride our bikes is gonna think I eat this crap, which I don't. So someone's gonna be pretty confused. They're gonna think that's why he's fat. All right, so off we go back to the dinghy dock. All right, so most of the ride has a really good sidewalks like so. Notice that the bike trailer did not come with inflated tires. So it is impossible to take the full one and move it without absolutely being ready to fall over. So we're making a pit stop at Walmart to get a bike pump. Let's get this one and we'll stick it on the bike somewhere. Oh heavens. Always an adventure. We have a bike, we have a compressor, mini compressor that fits in your palm on the boat that we usually bring. Well, we usually fill our bike tires and stuff before we leave the boat. But we brought the trailer and had it delivered, so it hasn't made it to the boat yet. Anyway, this attached to the bike, I think, is going to be a much better solution. Whew. We're going to let muscles take care of it. All right, not a bad break, and we get to switch back. So Liam did about 2/3 of the way to Walmart, and I did the other third, and now he's going to do the rest of the way back. But off we go. Second segment. All right, we got everything on the boat, in the dinghy, across the water, and on the boat. I did, of course, end up chatting with other cruisers for a while on the dock. So I forgot to record, but most of the stuff is put away, but we still have like bags hanging up in the corner, random stuff that's just sort of like tossed everywhere because everything's a mess. And I still have chicken to break down and packaged separately, and I have a large pork loin that needs to be cut into pork chops, and that stuff I'll probably put in the freezer But for now, it's progress. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone is going to have a fridge as overflowing as ours, and a freezer too. Anyway, I'll chat with you later. Bye.